everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my beauty empties where I talk about all the products that I've used up in the last several months. I'll get to that in just a moment. But in the meantime, if you have any thoughts about any of the products that I talk about today, please remember to leave a comment down below. I really do love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to hit that like button for me. It helps me out and lets me know that you're enjoying my content. And if you are new here, again, welcome. And please remember to subscribe before you leave today, because I do post videos like this quite a bit, along with beauty purchases videos and the occasional unboxing. And I would also just love to see you come back. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So as I said, it has been several months since I posted, well, anything really, never mind one of these videos. So there is quite a lot of stuff here. Now I'm going to be honest, I did take a bit of a break from YouTube, or well, social media in general actually. I'm not going to talk about the reasons for that in this video, but for now just know that it's been a bit rough. So yeah, there's quite a bit here. There's actually not as much here as there would normally have been if things had have been normal. So I think we can be thankful for that. But there is still quite a lot of stuff here. I think the last video I posted was February. So February to September. There's still a lot, even though my skincare and makeup routine went completely out of the window. Let's talk about what we did use though, shall we? So as with all of these videos, I'm not going to pull anything out in any particular order. It's just going to be as it comes out of this basket, and we'll just plough through this. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the biggest thing in the basket and get it out of the way. So this is the L'Oreal Casting Cream Gloss. I've used this before. I've even used this colour before. I really enjoy it. It's just a nice sort of purpley red shade, and I just really enjoy it. I love this particular line of semi-permanent hair dye. It's one that I've gone back to time and time again, and yeah, I just really enjoy it. So I will definitely be repurchasing this. I do already have actually another one of these, so I'll probably use that up first. But yeah, I will absolutely be repurchasing this. Maybe in a different shade, maybe the same one, who knows. I just know I like them. So that's that one. I'm also going to apologise if any of these look a bit dusty. They've been sat in this basket for a while. That's all there is to it. So next up we've got this duo from Szechuan, I think it's called. So we've got the scalp shampoo and the scalp conditioner. I had these in my Cult Beauty advent calendar, I believe. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed them. It made my hair feel really soft. I was actually quite annoyed at how nice my hair felt when I used this, because this is a pricey brand. Not something that I'm likely to repurchase, but it was really nice, and I definitely wouldn't object to having any more of this, whether that was in some kind of subscription box or as a gift. So yeah, really nice, and would definitely use again. Next we've got this from Guerlain, and this is the Abeille Royale Double R Renew and Repair Serum. It was a sample. It had 7 days of product in there, and it was really nice. I've used another version of this before. Instead of it having the duo, it was just one thing, and it had like the little beads that like burst as you sort of squirt it out. Really enjoyed that product, and really quite liked this. I love the way it feels on the skin. The only thing I will say is I felt like there was so much product in each sachet. I felt like I wouldn't have used that much if it had been in a bottle. and that kind of made me wonder if maybe I'm not using enough serum. Maybe I'm sort of doing half measures. But yeah, really nice, really enjoyed it. Again, very expensive. Probably not going to purchase this sort of on my own. But yeah, would definitely use it again. So that's that one. Next we've got some nails, and these were from Elegant Touch. If you're not new here, you will have seen me talk about Elegant Touch nails before. I love them, I love the quality of them. Mostly the novelty ones were a bit of a letdown, but you know, these weren't novelty ones, these were the normal quality ones. Again, short versions, so I handled them quite well, and yeah, just really enjoyed them. They were quite vibrant, they were sort of a brick red shade. Really enjoyed the colour, really enjoyed the nails, would definitely wear them again. However, that does bring me to my next product. So next is, or there were some nails from Belrose Nails, I think it's called. Now, I think they're based in China, at least I think that's where the packages seem to be shipped from. But I was bombarded with adverts on Facebook and Instagram from this company, and some of the stuff looked really, really cute. The nails looked cute, the hair accessories looked cute, the hair clips looked cute, the stationery looked cute, and I decided to place a cheeky little order just to see what would happen. All the reviews seem to be quite good, but you're never sure where those reviews have come from. So I decided to just place a smallish order just to see what happened, and I was so impressed with what I got. I am going to talk about that in another video, I think. I think I'm going to do a video just about this brand, this company, to be honest, because I've had quite a lot of stuff from there since then. But these nails, I do have a few sort of leftovers so that you can see what the design was. I've had several, I've even worn several, but these are the ones that I've used to the point where I can't reuse them. And they just look like that. They were little lemon sort of shapes on the nails. They were so cute and very summery, and I just fell in love with them. As I said, I did have several sets. I've had some pretty flowers ones, sort of summery versions, spring versions, all very cute, but those nails are still in a condition that I can wear them, and that was the best thing about these nails, was that they come with the sticky pads that you can just press on rather than using a glue. So it's better for the nails. And actually, even though I was dubious about using the sticky pads, I've used that type of nail in the past, hasn't ended well. These actually last me a lot longer. In fact, they last me longer using the sticky pads than glue lasts on me. And also, if I did have one start to come off, I found it a lot easier to keep hold of that nail so that I could reattach it later, because it wasn't just pinging off, it was just starting to lift. So for me, it just had so many benefits that I've just gone back and bought more and more, and maybe a few more nails. So would highly recommend. Prices range from about £6 to about £10, I think. You can have that converted into dollars if you're in a country that uses dollars. I think they do ship to the US, but they definitely ship to the UK. And the best thing, no customs, which if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that's a massive selling point for me. So Belrose nails, would definitely buy them again, have bought them again, will probably buy some more. So that's those. I'm going to talk about these together because they are virtually the same thing, just different flavours. But these are the Barry lip scrubs. We've got two flavours here. We've got pink grapefruit and the mango lip scrub. I've used the Barry lip scrubs before and I've always been a big fan of them. I've always raved about them. but I think they've changed them, and I'm not a fan. The packaging definitely has changed. It used to be a different sort of style of pot, and I don't know whether that's what the difference is or whether they've actually changed the ingredients. All I know is that within a couple of days these have started to go solid, and it's really hard for me to get the product out. And this one in particular, the mango one, went really weird. It kind of went a bit like a solid sort of jelly. Yeah, I wasn't using that after that point. So I still have one left. What's that one? I think I've got a watermelon one left. Again, already, it's been out for a few days. Already started to go solid. We'll see how that goes. But I think I'm on the hunt for a new favourite lip scrub, which makes me very sad because these were cheap and cheerful and I did love them, but I don't love them so much anymore. It makes me sad. Next up we have the Spongele soap, what is it? Body wash infused buffer. I've used enough of them, you'd think I'd know what they were called by now. I've had several of these, usually through FabFitFun subscriptions, and I love them. I really do enjoy them. I think they're such a nice idea to just have the soap already in the sponge. The only problem I have with these is that my husband and my son also seem to approve of them, so they don't last very long, and I was especially sad about that with this one because it smelled so good. This one was the Cherry Tonka Musk fragrance. So nice. It smelled, it was just, I loved it. So yeah, I would definitely get another one of these, but I think I'm going to have to start hiding them and not leaving them in the bathroom, because otherwise I don't get to use them very much. But yeah, that's those. Next up we've got this from Revolution Beauty, and to be honest, this is a bit of a cheap product. I can't really say too much about it. I didn't actually get to use it. This was the Superfruit Extract serum, I guess. I'd had it, I think I'd had it as a freebie with something, and it was in my skincare drawer. I did sort out my skincare drawer in January. It was either end of January or beginning of February. I did film it, but I never posted it. If anybody's still interested in seeing that, you'll have to let me know. But this was one of the products that I decided to keep, and when I opened it a couple of weeks later and went to use it, it wasn't any good anymore. It was all gloopy and thick, and there was no way I was putting that on my skin. So unfortunately I can't tell you anything about it other than it's empty. Technically it's not, but it's empty. Another serum that I used was this, and this was another sample that I had, and this was from Elizabeth Arden. It was the Vitamin C Ceramide capsules. I really liked these. I think there was seven capsules in here. I would have loved for there to have been more. It felt really nice on the skin. Probably not as good as the Guerlain. I think I preferred that as a serum to this. But again, I would not be unhappy to have this as a product in my life. And also again, felt like I got a little bit too much product, so I really think I'm not using enough serum in my skincare, because all the like ready prepared things seem to have a lot more than I would typically use. But yeah, that was that. Next up we've got a load of these little William Morris products that I had from an advent calendar a couple of years ago. I don't know if you can actually see that. So yeah, just a few of those. So we've got, I've got four hand and body washes. Yeah, 4 hand and body washes, and then there's also a little hand cream tube here. The hand and body washes, I've got the fragrances geranium and eucalyptus, jasmine and green tea, strawberry thief, and white iris and amber. And I know I've talked about these before, I've used a few of these before, and I've still got the same opinion. The fragrances aren't really that great. In terms of soapiness in the bath, they're alright, nothing special. As advent calendar products, fine, but it's not a product that I would typically go and buy. And just a reminder, if you are new here and you haven't seen those previous videos, the brand is Heathcote and Ivory, which I have heard of. I don't know how much I've used before I used the advent calendar, but yeah, not overly sold, but it was a nice little product to have just in a calendar. And the hand cream was, again, it was alright. Fragrance wise, nothing special. Didn't smell of strawberries. I don't know whether it was supposed to. Maybe it was supposed to smell of the strawberry plant. I don't really think it smelled of that either. But as a hand cream, it was okay. It was okay. Again, nothing special, but I used it. It did what I needed it to do. So there's that and those. And while we're talking about hand creams, let's talk about these. So these were in a multi-pack set from my husband a couple of years ago for Christmas, and I finally got around to using them. I noticed something about these part way through using them. I don't know why it took me so long to notice, but I've got one that says it's a shea hand cream and one that's a green tea hand cream. Now I'm also going to point out what it says here. So it says fragrance free. They're not fragrance free. They definitely have a fragrance. In fact, I'm using an orange. Is it orange? Yeah, orange hand cream I'm currently using, and it smells of oranges. That to me is not fragrance free. I don't know what this brand's version of fragrance free is, but it's not the same as mine. The brand is Jessup. I think my husband had them from Amazon, if you were interested in getting them. As a hand cream, they are actually quite nice, but it just made me a bit uncomfortable that it says fragrance free, and yet there's clearly fragrance in here. I think what it means is that there's no sort of fragrance, like alcohol fragrance. I'm looking at the ingredients and I can't see anything that sort of says that. There are sort of what looks like natural ingredients in here, like the shea one has rosemary in, for example, as does the green tea one. So I think maybe that's where some of the fragrance is coming from, but some people don't want scented products. So if you're buying something that says fragrance free, I would imagine it doesn't have a fragrance, it doesn't have a scent, it just doesn't smell of anything, and these definitely do. As I said, nice hand creams, and if you like fragrance, go for it. But yeah, if you don't, definitely stay away. A couple of William Morris Escapee packets here. These were bath salts, and we've got the jasmine and green tea and the strawberry thief bath salts even. Again, fragrance wise, nothing super special, but I actually quite liked using the bath salts. They did leave my skin feeling quite nice and soft. I quite liked using those. It's just the other things that I wasn't overly fussed about. But yeah, these were alright. I quite enjoyed these. Next we've got this from Nivea, and this is the Firming Q10 Plus Vitamin C Body Lotion. It reckoned that I was going to get firmer and elastic skin and 48-hour moisture. It was going to take 10 days to do it. It's for normal skin. It was a nice moisturiser, but nothing that I would rave about. Would I buy it again? Probably, if it was on offer. I'm not going to say no. Nivea's quite an affordable brand anyway, so it's all right, you know, for what it is. It's fine, but it's not going to be my favourite moisturiser. But I would use it again. Something else I would use again is this from Nip and Fab. And this is the Vitamin C Scrub Fix. An exfoliating Vitamin C scrub to polish and illuminate the skin surface. And I really liked this. It had quite a nice sort of scrubbiness to it, and just so you know, I do love a scrubby scrub. I'm not into these super gentle things. I don't necessarily want to, you know, scratch my face off, but I do like that sort of, you know, I feel like something's happening, and this was definitely what I got with that. It smelled quite nice, if I remember right. Yeah, it smelled alright. It wasn't like anything overpowering, and I do like fragrance in products. I do like to sort of have that experience. So it was nothing overpowering, but I quite enjoyed it. And yeah, I would definitely use this again. I can't remember where I got this from. I have a feeling it came in a box, probably a FabFitFun box. But yeah, I would look into getting this again. It was quite nice. I did enjoy it. Next up, I've got a deodorant, which I wouldn't normally talk about on this channel, but I did talk about using the Wild deodorants when I started using those a while back. So I thought this was worth a little bit of a mention. I actually preferred this to the Wild deodorant. It was really, really nice fragrance. This one is with bilberry, lemon and orange. It's from Mega Babe, and it's the Smoothie Deo, Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant, and it smelled so good. It just had that sort of lemoniness to it, and just, oh, it was really, really nice. Wasn't sticky, didn't leave much of a residue, which I do find a lot of the Wild ones, you get white stripes, white patches everywhere, which I really don't enjoy. But yeah, this was really nice. So I can't remember where I got this from. It came in something, I'm sure. Was it a freebie bag? Oh, it might have been. It may have come in the Cult Beauty goodie bag when I bought the Cult Beauty advent calendar last year. Really nice. I am still subscribed to Wild. I'm still getting those deodorants because I don't really want to go back to other deodorants. I don't want to keep chopping and changing. But I definitely preferred this one. So maybe there's a switch coming. Next, we've got this from eCooking. If it will focus, there you go. And this is the cleansing gel. It's gentle cleansing. It had vitamin E and cucumber extract, and I think this is the second one of these I've used, and it's nice. It's enjoyable enough to use. Not my favourite cleanser, but it does the job. It's okay, and considering I had it in something and I didn't go out and purchase it, that's even better. I wouldn't necessarily go and buy this myself, but if I had it again, I'd use it. I've got two of these. So these are from Saint-Tropez, and they're the Self Tan Purity Bronzing Water Face Mists. It's a mouthful, isn't it? Yeah, you can see they're stained around where the lids are there. I really like using these. I don't like to use a self tanner on my face, but I do find that because I tend to use some sort of sunscreen, whether it's in a moisturiser or as an extra sort of protection, that my face stays quite pale. The rest of me will start to sort of bronze up, but face can stay a bit pale. So sometimes I want a little bit of help to get a glow, and this is really nice. It's really easy to use. I don't get any spotting, sort of patches or anything. It does say that you can just spray, sort of mist it and go basically. I do tend to use a little bit of a tanning mitt just to pat my face to make sure that it's not uneven, which may be why I don't get any spots. But yeah, really enjoy it. Would definitely use it again. So we've got a couple of night skincare products next. We've got one from Madara Skincare and one from Avant. I'm not going to go on an Avant rant. I'm not, I promise. Overpriced, but I'm not going to rant about it. So the Avant product is the Pink Orchid Subtle Restoring Overnight Serum. It was okay. Definitely not worth the price tag in my opinion. Would definitely not purchase this out of my own money. If it came in something like a box or something, then I might use it again. But to be honest, I've tried it, wasn't overwhelmed by it. I would probably just give this to somebody else now, just to give them a try. But yeah, that's that. And then the Madara is the Deep Moisture Regenerating Night Cream, and was okay, but it was very thick. And I know night creams are typically more thick than day creams, but this one just felt like really heavy, and it felt a little bit greasy on my skin as well, which I wasn't a massive fan of. So I don't think I would repurchase this again either. It just wasn't for me. Couple of serums next. Again, two different brands. We've got one from Earth Harbour and we've got one from Medicate, and there's cat hair attached to that, fabulous. We've got the, from Earth Harbour we've got the Marina Biome Brightening Ampoule with Spirulina and Blue Tansy, and the Medicate Hydrate B5 Liquid Rehydration Serum. I liked them. I did like this one. I've had a couple of products from Earth Harbour now, and they've all been quite nice. I've quite enjoyed them, so I would definitely use that again. Would I rush out and repurchase it? Maybe not. I do have a lot of skincare and serums and that's still left over from my declutter. So I don't really need to repurchase any of the skincare that I've just shown you, to be honest. But yeah, there are some things that I would love so much that I would buy again anyway. This I'm on the fence about. I did like it, but I don't know whether it's a rush out and rebuy, so I've got a backup kind of thing. Same thing with the Medicate. It was quite a small little bottle. It was okay. It did feel quite nice on the skin. No adverse effects. Same as with anything else I've tried, really. So yeah, it was alright, but I think Medicate's quite expensive, so not something that I would rush out and repurchase anyway. I don't really know what else to say about them, to be honest. They were alright. And then we've got this facial oil from ELF. It's the Nourishing Facial Oil, and I think I had this as a freebie in something, and yeah, it was alright actually. And with it being ELF as well, I would imagine that this isn't as expensive as some of the other products that I've talked about. I would imagine it's on the lower end of the spectrum there. And yeah, I actually quite liked it. Not my favourite oil, but I would definitely reuse it, and if I ever use up all of my other facial oils and I was in a financial pinch, I would consider getting this again. So that's that one. Next from Esper, we have the micellar, what is it? It's the Purifying Micellar Cleanser, and this was nice, but micellar waters, for me, I struggle with them. Everyone raves about the Garnier one. I find it does nothing for me. I don't understand it. I don't understand how it can work so well for other people, but on me it just basically just moves my makeup around my face and doesn't actually break down and take anything off. It just moves it around. And it was kind of a similar thing with this. I did find that this was better than the Garnier one, and it was quite a gentle one as well. It did contain hyaluronic acid, which I quite enjoy. I wouldn't repurchase. It's, you know, Esper, again, not the cheapest brand. I'm currently trying the Nivea Energy Micellar Water, and already I think I would probably repurchase that one over this one, if not just for the price. So that is that. Next from SVR, and we've got the Topiales Palpebral. I don't know what that is. It basically just says irritated eyelids anti-itching soothing cream, contains hyaluronic acid and omega-3, 6 and 9. I used it as an eye cream. I assumed that's what it was for. It was nice. It was okay. It's not my favourite. I wouldn't repurchase. That's about all I can say for it, so that's all I'm going to say. And then next we've got a few makeup products. So we've got this from Givenchy. And this is the L'Intemporel Blossom Radiance Reviver Cream Anti-Fatigue. And I hated this. I really didn't get on with this at all. I tried to use it a while ago and found that anything I put on with this just pilled up. Awful, awful product for me. Would not even think about purchasing this as a full size. Givenchy, expensive, and if I don't like it, why would I bother? I can't even say that it's because it was left for a while, because I did start using this when I first had it and just didn't like it. Left it for a while, went back to it, had the same effect. So it's going. It's not quite finished. There is still some product in there, but it just doesn't work for me. So I'm classing it as an empty. Next we've got an old favourite, and this is the DHC Lip Cream. I still love this stuff. I will definitely repurchase it. I use it right the way until it's on the inside and I'm having to scrape it out. I haven't got another one at the moment, but I will definitely be getting another one. I do find it's one of the few lip balms that actually works for me. Up until I actually discovered this product, I was using things like chapstick, and what's the other one? I can't remember, but either way, I just felt like my lips were more dry by using those products, and this was the first lip balm I used that actually felt like it was doing what it was supposed to do, and I haven't looked back. I have used a few other things since this product that I have liked just as well as this, but I always come back to this. So that's this one. And then we've got a couple of mascaras. We've got the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara, and both of these are in black. And then we've got the Ico Black Magic Mascara Drama and Curl. And I didn't like this one. Didn't like the IT Cosmetics one at all. I don't know whether it was just already half gone by the time I got it or what, I'm not sure. It just felt really thick, really clumpy. I just didn't enjoy the way it looked or felt on my lashes, so I didn't really use it a lot. It's now dried up. Definitely wouldn't repurchase. And then we've got the Ico one, which I liked better, but again, not my favourite mascara. It still didn't sort of beat my favourites, which up to yet are the Hourglass, what are they called? There's two of them and I can't remember what they're called. I'll pop them on the screen because my mind has gone blank, but one of them is a tubing mascara. So good, so good. Expensive, but so good. This one did have a little curvy wand on it, which I do like the curvy ones. It just wasn't my favourite mascara. I used it, and I used it to the point where it was dry, but yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this. And then last but not least, we have 5 of these perfume tubes from the fragrance shop. I think it's the fragrance shop I have these from. I have a subscription. Every month I get a 12ml sample of a perfume of my choice. I do very often forget to change my choice, so I get the same perfumes several months in a row, which usually works out okay because I usually forget to change them on a perfume that I enjoy, which was definitely the case with this one. So this is the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. Absolutely love this perfume. I adore the original Flower Bomb fragrance. The Ruby Orchid is also really, really nice. I thought maybe originally it would be too sweet for me, or, you know, very floral. I usually tend to prefer more delicate floral fragrances, and this isn't quite that, but really nice. I would definitely consider getting a full-size version of this one. Angel Nova, love it, used it before. I've had a couple of samples of this as well. It's such a summer fragrance for me. Again, very sweet, which I don't normally like sweet fragrances, but for some reason I enjoy the Angel Nova. So I, again, would actually consider getting a full size of this. I just haven't yet. And I think I've also got another couple of little samples of that left as well. If I haven't, maybe I'll put it on the list again. Normal Flower Bomb, I have got a full-size one that I'm using, although that one's nearly out. Again, it is one of my favourite perfumes, so would be happy to have a full size. Armani Code, absolutely adore this perfume. It is probably my favourite perfume. It is the perfume I wore for my wedding because I loved it that much, and would definitely get a full-size one of these as well. I just wish these perfumes weren't so expensive. I have expensive taste, I think, when it comes to perfume, which is unfortunate, but these samples definitely sort of help to give me that sort of perfume fix, if you like, without breaking the bank. So I will definitely be looking into getting another sample of that. And then we've got the Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, which was the first perfume I ever had from the subscription service, and was kind of surprised that I liked it. I really wasn't sure that I would. I thought it was going to be a bit too overpowering for me, but I actually really enjoyed it. Is it my favourite? No, it's not, and I absolutely would not be splashing out on a full-size version of this perfume. But as a little sample, as a little bit of a treat once in a while, I would look at getting another 12ml sample from the service. So that's that. So that does bring us to the end of my beauty empties from the last few months. So as I said, remember to let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to hit that like button for me. Remember to subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.